Every single day, the most powerful man of his time sat down and wrote to himself, not to impress others, not for the world to see, but as a reminder. A reminder that life is unpredictable, that hardships are inevitable, but most importantly, that his response was always within his control. He understood something most people struggle with. Strength isn't about avoiding difficulties. It's about mastering your mind to rise above them. And that's exactly what we're diving into today. 6 habits that set mentally strong people apart from the rest. These aren't just feel-good ideas. They're battle-tested principles that have stood the test of time. And if you stay with me until the end, you'll walk away with a mindset that can handle anything life throws your way. So don't skip around. You might miss the one key that could change everything for you. And if you appreciate what we're doing here, there's just one quick favor I'll ask. Hit that subscribe button. It's free for you, but it helps us continue bringing you content that sharpens your mind. Now, let's get started. 1. Embrace change and the unknown. Nothing in life stays the same. Seasons change, people come and go, and the world keeps moving, with or without you. Yet most people fear change, as if resisting it will somehow stop the inevitable. But let me ask you this. Has holding on ever made life easier, or has it only made transitions more painful? We resist change because it shakes our comfort, disrupts routines, and forces us to face uncertainty. But here's the truth. Change isn't the enemy, resistance is. The ancient Stoics understood this. They didn't waste energy wishing things were different. Instead, they trained themselves to adapt. Marcus Aurelius, the Roman emperor and Stoic philosopher, faced war, betrayal, and plague. He could have asked, "Why me?" But instead, he reminded himself, "The obstacle in the way becomes the way." In other words, the challenges you fear the most are often the very things that will make you stronger if you choose to work with change instead of against it. So the next time life shifts unexpectedly, instead of resisting, ask yourself, how can I use this? Because when you stop fighting change, you start mastering it. 2. Master your emotions before they master you. Have you ever let anger lead to an argument you regretted? Or allowed fear to stop you from taking a life-changing opportunity? We've all been there. Emotions are powerful, and when left unchecked, they dictate our decisions, actions, and even our destiny. But here's the key. Mentally strong people don't suppress emotions. They control their response to them. Marcus Aurelius put it best. You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength. The problem isn't emotions themselves, it's how we react to them. When you feel anger rising, pause. Ask yourself, will this matter tomorrow? Is this worth my energy? A simple pause can be the difference between regret and wisdom. Seneca, another great Stoic, advised that when anger arises, don't act immediately. Let it settle, because the worst decisions are made in emotional storms. Mentally strong people don't get tossed around by emotions. They observe them, process them, and choose their actions wisely. 3. Set boundaries to protect your time and energy. Your time and energy are your most valuable assets, yet most people give them away without a second thought. Every day, distractions, demands, and obligations pull you in different directions. Before you know it, you're stretched thin, exhausted, and left with nothing for yourself. But mentally strong people don't let the world dictate their energy. They set boundaries and protect their mental space like their life depends on it, because it does. Seneca warned about this. People guard their money, but when it comes to their time, they waste it without a second thought. Think about that. If someone tried to take money from your pocket, you'd resist. But when people take your time, your only truly irreplaceable resource, you give it away freely. Why? Guilt? Fear of disappointing others? Habit? Here's the truth. Saying yes to everything means saying no to yourself. Strong people don't do that. They prioritize their own peace and goals. And the right people will respect your boundaries. The ones who don't were never meant to have full access to you in the first place. 4. Take full responsibility for your life. Blaming others is easy. Taking responsibility? That's hard. But mentally strong people never play the victim. They don't waste energy on excuses, blaming circumstances, or waiting for someone else to change their situation. They own their choices, even the bad ones. The Stoics believed in complete self-responsibility. They taught that no matter what happens, you always have control over how you respond. It is not the events that disturb you, but your judgment of them. Epictetus. That means even if something isn't your fault, your reaction to it is your responsibility. When you accept that, you stop waiting for life to change and start changing it yourself. Practice self-compassion, not self-criticism. Here's a truth most people don't realize. You will never become mentally strong by beating yourself up. Harsh self-criticism doesn't build resilience. It destroys confidence. The Stoics knew this well. They weren't about being perfect. They understood that failure is part of growth. What matters is how you respond to it. Seneca wrote, "A gem cannot be polished without friction, nor a person perfected without trials." So instead of punishing yourself for mistakes, treat yourself like a student in training. Every failure is a lesson. Every setback is shaping you into something stronger. True strength comes from being your own greatest ally, not your worst enemy. 6. Never stop learning and evolving. Growth isn't a destination. It's a lifelong journey. The moment you think you know everything, the moment you believe you've arrived, that's when you start to decline. Mentally strong people never stop learning. They constantly challenge themselves, seek new knowledge, and step outside their comfort zone. Marcus Aurelius, despite being an emperor, wrote to himself daily, reminding himself of how much he still had to learn. He believed that what stands in the way becomes the way. In other words, every failure, every obstacle is an opportunity to grow if you're willing to learn from it. So read books, ask questions, try new things, never stop evolving. Because stagnation is worse than failure. It's the slow death of the mind. Final thoughts. Life doesn't get easier. You get stronger. These 6 habits are more than just ideas. They're tools that can help you navigate challenges, master your emotions, and build an unshakable mindset. But remember, knowledge isn't enough. You have to apply it every single day. So as you move forward, ask yourself, am I embracing change or resisting it? Am I in control of my emotions or letting them control me? Am I protecting my time, taking responsibility, practicing self-compassion, and continuing to learn? Because these habits, they aren't just what strong people do, they're what make people strong. If you found this valuable, hit that subscribe button. Let's keep growing together.